Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I was a bad kid when I I got a story where I tell people, I'm like, yeah, my mom threw a shovel on me. It was hilarious.
Welcome back to the FME podcast. So sorry that we missed you last week. I know you guys were quivering in your sheets and sitting at home wondering what we were doing.
I had an emotional breakdown.
Santino was in the corner crying, and luckily we all came to his rescue.
With Vaseline.
Vaseline and lollipops.
Now all I have to worry about is a loose asshole.
It's not a common problem.
Not from you.
Oh, okay.
Talking about King George.
So how are we doing this week, gentlemen?
I'm doing great.
Doing great?
Yeah.
Doing smelly.
Doing smelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're leaking.
That leaky asshole, bro.
That just happens when you get older, man.
Well,
You need some Depends.
after 30, right? After 30, that's when it all goes downhill.
Soon.
But before the podcast started, I want to touch on this bald head in the vagina. I don't know if this is an old clip, but I'm really interested in what you were talking about. What would you see on the video?
Dude, it's definitely an old clip, man. It has like, I want to say the lady's like 40-something, and dude's probably like 50-something because he's bald. And he's seriously just sticking his head right in that vagina, dude. Like, she's like spreading open, and she's like seriously like, dude's seriously sticking his whole head in there. Like, hey, look at me.
Like to the ears? Or
like, to the ears. Like, he's sticking his head in there.
What the fuck?
There was like muff diving.
Muff diving?
Muff diving level 9,000, bro.
With like footballs and shit up there.
Yeah, it starts
and then like
something.
It ends with him with his head up there, and he kind of fakes dying or choking out.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. I don't even think she needed lube.
Well, and that, I mean, if you're shoving footballs and shit up there, bro, you've got to be pre-gamed already. You're ready for the head.
She could take that mason jar that dude couldn't.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ooh, one vagina, one mason jar?
Yeah.
Ugh. Dude, I'm not ready for that. I like to see it live, though. Maybe we can go to Mexico, and we could probably set something up.
You might.
Probably for, like, a couple pesos. Throw it towards a little girl on the street. And
A little girl on the street.
Stay away from a little girl, dude.
Yeah,
What the hell?
seriously. You going alone, bro.
Dude, there's no age limit in Mexico, bro. Their age limits are totally different than ours.
Starting to see you in a different light here.
I saw him on Fox News, sketch artist. He was in Phoenix.
Dude, you ever watch some of that shit? Like some of the sketch artists, like they're real bland and generic. So sometimes I look at it like, damn, I might know that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I see him like a white dude, ball cap. I'm like, oh shit.
That's you.
That's you.
I was like, I can't go out in public right now, dude. I gotta lay low for a little bit.
That's you and every other young 14-year-old when Eminem came out.
So what we
By
got
the way,
here,
cheers,
Santino?
y'all.
Got some shots here for us?
Yeah, we got some Fireball.
All right, cheers,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
man.
Cheers. Saloon, pinkies up, bitches.
Delicious.
That's for taking a week off.
Sponsored by Fireball.
Fireball.
Puts the fire in your balls.
You know, like Mario.
Like
Put some
Mario.
hair on your chest.
I got too much of that.
Dude, I remember I used to drink this shit religiously. Fireball all the time. And then I got sick off of it one night. Oh, dude, that was the worst hangover. Like, it wasn't even just a hangover in the head. It was a hangover in the stomach and the guts. Like, I was dying, bro. Like, I had sour guts, like, the whole day, just throwing up acid Fireball the next day. It was awful.
He was like King Koopa.
I can't even tell you when was the first time I even had Fireball. Like,
Really?
I feel like this is either I had it mixed or if this is the first time I ever had it. Like, seriously, I never even
Really?
thought of even having Fireball.
Really?
I know people used to get it and just light it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not into that.
That sounds fun.
You need to go to a country concert. Country concerts, Fireball all day. Hee-haw! Come here, Billy G. We gonna get you some Fireball, lady.
Hee-haw donkey.
Does your wife like country music?
Oh, dude, she loves country music like
Really?
crazy. Yeah,
Really?
dude, she can sing every goddamn song of country there is.
What about, does she have this girl crush on Luke Bryan?
Is that the guy that can takes his shirt off and starts dancing?
I don't know.
I know she likes Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, and so many other guys.
What the fuck, man? What do they got that you don't got, George?
6-pack.
on,
They're white in their country, and I'm like,
Damn.
I'm so dude. It's funny because she's like, how do you not listen to country? And I'm like, I never really listen to country. She always has though. I didn't even expect her to be listening to country.
Because she's Mexican, right?
Yeah, well, she looks like it on the outside, but
On the outside.
I hate to put my wife on blast, but she don't know no Spanish besides no.
no.
I mean, that's about where I'm at.
What?
C.
Yeah.
Si, senor?
D.
Dude, I took at least 3 classes on Spanish, and I can't speak shit.
Fucking right.
I can't speak anything, bro. And I know I passed the class. I don't know how. But somehow or another, I passed with like maybe a C. But I couldn't tell you what the fuck any word means.
I remember the most important thing. ¿Dónde está el baño?
What the fuck did you just call me?
Where's the bathroom?
Oh.
That's where you're gonna find him at.
Yeah.
Man, you guys saw the last episode. I fucking left in the middle just to pee. What? You know, it
That's
happens.
true. You got a weak bladder, bro.
That's why he's Tinky Winky, right?
Tinky Winky. Dude, I gotta tell you, the other night, bro, like I'll say about a week ago, I told Santino this before, but about a week ago, I was outside my house. It was like 11 o'clock at night, right? And I'm outside, and all of a sudden I hear a helicopter above, and I look and I see the helicopter, and he's got his lights on, like they're looking for somebody. And yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden I hear, like on the outside, like the other side of my street, I hear like a cop car just going back and forth, and he's saying something over the intercom, like, stay inside, you know, this is not a drill kind of deal. And I can't hear what he's saying because my AC kicked on. So it's like loud as shit. And I'm trying to listen to what the cop's saying, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I got a helicopter up above. The cop's going around like, this is emergency. This is not a drill. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I look on the phone. I couldn't find anything on the news. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then I'd say a couple days passes and I'm laying in bed. And the way that my bedroom is set up is like, if I'm laying in the bed, if I look out, I look out into my living room, the door's open. And right into my living room, there's a door that leads to the backyard. And so when we're going to bed and shit, we kind of dim the lights so it's real dark. And I'm laying in bed and it's like, I don't know, midnight or so. And I'm about to fall asleep and all of a sudden I see like this flashing light like illuminate my living room. Like almost like somebody standing in the backyard with a flashlight and shit, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I see it and I got my girl, she's in the bed and I'm like, wake up, did you just see that? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I saw a fucking light. So I hop up out of the bed and shit and I'm looking around and I don't see anybody and I'm start canvassing the area and shit. I'm looking around the house and my girl's like, you're fucking tweaking. You're tweaking. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm not fucking tweaking, man. I was like, I seen the lights. And she's like, no. And then she just goes back to bed, bro. Not a fucking care in the world. And I'm like, dude, I swear to God. So then I'm walking around and shit. And then like after talking to you and like we talked about aliens and shit, bro, I start thinking like, oh shit, was that like an alien or something? You know, like, so they're trying to like abduct my son because he's like in the back room, right? So then
you just watched The Fourth Kind, dude.
Dude, yeah. I'm sitting there and I'm like my mind's racing and shit. I got my adrenaline's pumping and shit, and I'm walking around the house and then finally I go out to the backyard and I'm like, all right, let me see if somebody's out there and shit. So I take my son's baseball bat because we don't have a gun. So I'm like, all right, let me just take something. So I go out there with the baseball bat and I'm sitting there and
That's a good thing to advertise, by the way. Your house doesn't have a gun.
well, I gotta beware of dog sign on the door.
It's
so.
a chihuahua back there. It's gonna bite your ankles.
No, we don't got a dog.
That's a good thing to advertise.
We don't got a dog, bro. So I'm sitting there in the backyard, right? And then I swear I hear like people walking on the side of the house. I hear like leaves cracking and shit. And then my dumb ass, I'm just like, you know, I make like a fucking sound, bro. Like, and after I did it, I was like, why the fuck would I do that? You know, I was like, that's something you see in a fucking scary movie, right? You're the one sitting there like, why would you make a noise, you dumbass? And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I just gave my spot away, you know? And then so I'm sitting there and I look and I don't see nobody and shit. So then I go back in the house and then I check my son's room and shit, and he's sleeping and whatever. And I look like a fucking weirdo walking around the house with the bat, right? And then finally I go back to lay down and my girl's still knocked out, right? She's sleeping, not a fucking care in the world. I'm over there like Rambo and shit, like walking around the house like ready for war. I'm like, yeah. And she's just like, just knocked the fuck out, you know? And I'm like, God damn it, dude. I was like, I hope if they come in here, they get your ass first. You know what I mean? I was like, you don't give a fuck. You think I'm out of my mind. And then, so then I go to work like the next day or so. And then she's like, I hear the helicopter above the house. So I text her back. I'm like, you're tweaking, bro. But it was scary, bro. Like, I swear, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't find anything on the news or if they were looking for somebody or what the fuck it was. But I don't know. It was something weird around, like, Ray and Cooper. And I'm like, I don't know if somebody escaped or if there was some fucking Mexicans on the loose or what the fuck was going on. But I was ready for war, bro.
That's funny, dude.
How are you gonna protect your home, bro? You got like a shotgun in the house?
Nah, dude. I don't got no gun in my house either. But it's some funny shit because my wife will give me shit right now. If she was here, she'd be like, "Not George." He'll be like, because my wife will be like, "Hey, I heard something." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, did you go look?" And my ass will just lay there. She's like, "Really?" And I'm like, well, you heard it. You can go check. I'm already laying down. I'm like, I ain't gonna go.
Send the woman to the masses, bro. Just say, hey, go out there. Go give it a look.
You go first. I got your back.
Yeah. Come get me when you're done. I'll be over here.
Well, see, I got dogs in my house, dude. I got an English Bulldog. I got a Chihuahua. Those fuckers bark at everything.
Yeah.
And then I got a Dachshund and a Chaweenie. And
what?
A Dachshund and a Chaweenie.
What the fuck's a Chaweenie?
Dude, it's a Chihuahua mixed with a Dachshund. So a Chaweenie. Yeah, man, you ever heard Chaweenie?
No.
Yeah, because they call wiener dogs the Dachshunds. So, my Chihuahua saw my Dachshund and was like, hey, what's up? Hello, girl. And then
just got it on.
Yeah, and got a Chaweenie out of it.
Oh, shit.
He's just she's like a little rat, dude. And I'm like, she could look like Splinter. But yeah, she's little. She's just... Yeah, they bark at everything. I hear everything. I see people walking in the alley. Like, I can hear them, like, creeping. My dogs be barking, so I'm like, all right, that's how I know nobody can be jumping in my yard.
Yeah.
But then, truth be told, motherfuckers be jumping in my yard because my roommate or my buddy that's living with me, he said, like, the city workers, they just jumped over my backyard, jumped in there, and then they jumped back out. I don't know. I guess they were looking. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
The city work?
Yeah, like the city workers, bro. Like,
what the fuck were they trying to do in your backyard?
I don't know. That's what he said. He yelled at me. He's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Like, because he told me about it. He's like, "Hey, so kind of guard dogs you got?" I'm like, seriously.
God
but
damn.
I got an English Bulldog, lazy. She don't want to do nothing. She'll just look at you like, whatever.
I heard English Bulldogs, they have like a short lifespan. Like they don't live as long, or they have.
She's been around for a while though.
Yeah,
right?
she's been around for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere, or like they require a lot of maintenance and shit. Like they get like their ass clogged or something. Like they get constipated. And
Not mine, dude. I can see the landmines in the grass, bro. It's like, blam. I was like, what is that? I'm like, damn.
That wasn't the Chaweenie.
No, it looked like a Chaweenie, though. It's the size of a Chaweenie. Damn, dude.
You got yourself a brand new Chaweenie.
All right. I thought about getting a Great Dane one time, but you seen those?
Oh, dude.
My ex-girlfriend had, her sister had a Great Dane, dude. And one time they just got it out of the shelter. Dude, that dog rolled up on me and started barking at me. I guess the last owner treated it like shit, so he hated males. And I'm looking, and I just rolled up. They didn't even tell me they got a new dog. I just rolled up in the house. And I'm looking at this dog. I'm just looking at him like, dude, you're going to bite me, but I'm going to hit you. But you're going to take some of my fat off. So you're doing me a favor. But you know what I mean? But that dog, they didn't take it out in the backyard, so he decided to take a piss in the living room.
Oh, shit.
Dude, it pissed like a freaking lake, dude. I was looking at you just streaming. I'm like, they're all trying to get the dog to stop. He's just like looking at you like, what are you going to do? I'm taking a piss. And it seriously was like a lake, dude. I'm looking at him like, y'all better get that ShamWow, dude.
Yeah.
Better get that ShamWow and get it out.
You're going to need a couple, bro. Those Great Danes are fucking like horses, dude.
Yeah,
They're
dude. And they shit like
ridiculous.
horses, too, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I have a neighbor, she has two of them, bro. And she's like a little scrawny woman, and she takes them out for walks and shit, bro. Those dogs are walking that bitch, bro. Like, she's like, oh, God, she's trying to hold on. Like,
she ain't picking up the shit after that dog.
No, dude. You need 2 Walmart bags to get one load. Fuck that. That ain't gonna happen. What I really want, though, is I want to get a Rottweiler, bro.
Yeah.
A Rottweiler, like, dude, they're like the best dogs. Like,
I used to have some.
I grew up with 2 of them, and they were like loyal as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like they'll protect you. They'll play with the kids. They'll be fine. But it was either that or a pit bull. I wanted a pit bull or a Rottweiler. But I think a Rottweiler would be better with the kids. I think instead of having to try to train the pit bull, to be good with around the kids. I think Rottweilers are more adaptable to the different kids run around and being all crazy and loud and fucking sporadic. Because I had a dog. My dog's name was Bubba. He was part Chow,
Bubba,
and part Chow, part German Shepherd. And Chows are like very
they're aggressive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're aggressive and like they're really unpredictable. Like they'll snap in a minute. Like they may hear a weird noise and they'll fucking go and try to bite you. And so that dog, bro, he was like one of those dogs where like he would listen sometimes, but then if you pissed him off, bro, you get like the fucking reflecting eyes, and he's snarling at you, showing teeth and shit. Like I got a scar on my fucking finger because one time he shit in the house. My mom's like, you need to, rub his nose in it. So I went to go grab his collar and he turned around and fucking snapped at me, bro. So next time I had to go discipline him, I'm like, all right, I get like an oven mitt. I put like an oven mitt on my hand and shit. Like I had armor. Like I was ready for, I was like, all right, come here. So I went to go grab him, bro. And he ripped that fucking oven. He ripped it off my hand, and just spit it out. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. And that's the last time I tried to discipline him. It was too much.
Yeah.
When you talk about the oven mitt, I just pictured, I don't know if you've seen the episode with, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, or maybe not Jimmy Kimmel, but Kevin Hart was on the episode and he's all with those animals coming on there.
Yeah.
What's that guy? Is it Jimmy Fallon? Is it Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
So he's Jimmy Fallon. I picture you with a giant ass hog.
Oh, yeah, like
That's what you would need.
Yeah. What is it, the Falcon fucking?
Yeah. He was all scared as shit. He's like, I'm going to discipline you, dog.
Yeah, dude, you had to with that fucking dog, man. Like he was a good dog, but he was sporadic, man. He one of my nephew or one of my cousins, he was little, probably like 4 or 5, and the dog was sleeping, and he must have just stepped on him or did something, and he fucking turned around and bit him in the face.
Damn.
Just fucking snapped at him, bro. Just instant. Didn't even think about it. And I'm like, ugh, that's the shit that worries me with the kids, man. It's like I don't want a dog that is prone to do that kind of shit, because you see these stories in the news and fucking dog attacks kid, and then you see their face all mauled and shit, and they have to get like plastic surgery. I don't want to go through all that, bro.
Yeah, because my dad had a pit bull, and we called her Negra, and their one is
Negra?
black.
That's
She was
Spanish.
yeah, it's black in Spanish.
I was like, oh shit,
Her name is
okay.
Negra. She was a great pit bull, man. I loved that dog. I mean, she was great. I couldn't take it with me because I had an apartment.
Yeah.
Apartments here, and everybody's
You can't have them.
they have that stigma. Pit bulls are bad. And, and I hear you about the whole dog attacking you. So, I'm living at my apartment, I was coming over to my parents' house because I'm like, I was being a cheap ass. I didn't want to pay no laundromat or nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll go wash my clothes over there. And I had my hat on and glasses, it's the summer, had my shades on, I'm just rolling. Had my laundry bag. And I'm like saying hello to all my dogs, my dad's dogs. My dad's got a lot of dogs. And they're all like well disciplined. And this pit bull, Negra, I was like, well, hey, Negra. And I looked at her, and then next she looked at me and she jumped. And like she bit me right through my shirt. I had a flannel, not a flannel, thermal shirt. And she bit me, and I didn't think it was serious until like I felt that puncture. Dude, I quickly dropped my laundry bag, and with my right hand I grabbed her and pulled her away. I threw her off. Now I didn't get mad. I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't recognize me. So I tried to kick off my hat and take off my hat and like took off my glasses.
Yeah.
I put my hand out. I'm like, hey, it's just me. Like I have my hand right here. Put it out. I'm like, hey, it's just me. Sniff. Let me sniff. There was wrong mistake for me to make, dude. She took that, just snapped on my arm right here. She didn't let go. Like I still have the scars right here.
Shit.
Yeah, like I have nerve damage.
She's like lockjawed on.
Wow.
Oh yeah, dude. She tried to pull on me, but I was like, nah, you ain't gonna pull me.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. I held her right there, dude. And my sisters are like, I was trying to call for my sister. I'm like, hey, come get this, like spray the dog down with water or something.
Yeah.
Get it off, or hit it with a shovel or something, dude. I was like. And my sisters, I felt bad for them because they're still like, I think they were in junior high or freshmen or something, dude. Because all they saw when they came out, they were freaking out, dude. All they saw was blood dripping. That's all it was, just blood dripping on my dad's concrete in the back. And because she seriously just punched and it was just dripping blood on the floor. And I'm like, all right, she's not letting go. I told my sister, I'm like, get a shovel, get something, just to get her off.
Yeah, something.
And my sister, she gets a broom, dude. She she's
That'll do the trick.
I'm gonna put her on blast because she was scared too. My sister's like 5 foot something, dude.
Yeah.
She don't want to get attacked by no dog. And she's like, stop, get off, nigga. She's like, whack you with that broom. the dog's just not letting go.
Imagine the fucking neighbors hear that shit. Like,
No, dude, my dad's live on a 2.5 acre land, dude. So they got like big old gap. So the neighbor wasn't hearing, but I'm pretty sure they probably heard some kind of scream, me yelling for my sister, come get this dog off me. And look at, I'm just bringing her closer to the gate that came through the back.
Yeah.
So like as soon as like I don't know, she just like looked away and like opened her mouth for a second. I just yanked her off my arm, dude.
Oof.
And you know when your adrenaline is kicking in?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This dog's like a good eat. Yeah, it's not heavy, but I mean it's like 100 pounds. I literally just grabbed the dog right there by the neck, pulled her, and like I know she was trying to turn around and latch onto me again. I just opened the gate and like, nope, get outside.
Ooh,
and I locked
shit.
her out on it. All you see is my arm just like dripping blood all over the floor.
God damn.
I go to
boy.
the sink and I'm just like alcohol, rinsing it out, and I'm like, and I can see like the white meat on me. I'm like, dang, she punctured through there.
Yeah.
And
Oh, man.
it's still like to this day, like right here, it's like numb.
You still no like not full feeling.
No,
in
like
your-
like it's just numb right here on my first fingers. But I mean, I hear you though. Like some dogs just snap and
you got to be careful,
and-
man.
But like as soon as my dad showed up, my dad blows up in his truck. He's coming through the back because he parks back there, and he's like, "What the hell is this dog doing loose?" He's like, and my sister's over there trying to scream, "Oh, she's a bad dog! She's dog! Watch out!" And but she knew she messed up. Like she like, oh,
She was like,
yeah. So she was like my dad put her away. But we didn't do nothing bad to the dog. We didn't kill her or nothing. We just sent her to because they have like pit bull sanctuaries, rehabilitations.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow,
like here in
that's
Arizona.
cool.
Yeah, so we
know
just
that.
like like I guess they kind of like retrain them, like hey, or not like like hey, what's trying to bring them back to the environment kind of
oh
deal.
shit.
So like we sent her because I'm not about to like hey, I'm gonna take this doggy because I don't blame dogs. I mean I do blame them, but I'm like something snapped and I'm like what is it more? There's got to be more into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
So-
they're still animals.
Yeah, like I love dogs. You
Yeah.
know? I'm a dog person. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
kill no dog or
yeah,
nothing.
no.
But I mean I understand certain dogs like some of them getting old because I my dad used to have a Shar-Pei
No.
or or whatever. No, is it a
Chow?
Shepherd? No, no. I'm thinking. What was the cop dogs?
Oh, German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Yeah.
But this one was old. He was just like senile, old. He had gray hair. He was just like having none of it. And he would snap, but he wouldn't bite you. He would snap at you like, hey, let you know. I'm like,
Oh,
Get-
yeah.
get
Give
off
you a
me.
warning. Yeah.
And I just
Come
look at him
closer.
like, I got you. I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah. Dude, the
Come
German
on.
Shepherds are fucking ridiculous, bro. Like if you ever watch like cop footage like on YouTube and shit, watch some videos like when the dogs attack.
Yeah.
Dude, these fucking things are ferocious,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Like, and then they lockjaw. Like, I saw one where they ran into this dude's apartment. He was sitting on the couch, and they stuck the dog on him, and the dog just latched onto his face, bro. Like in between the cheek and the jaw, and just lockjaw. And the dog's fucking shaking and shit. And the guy's like, ah, and the cop's like trying to get the dog off, like doing the code word.
Yeah.
You know, like he's whatever he's saying. And the dog just wouldn't let go, bro. And then finally let go, and you just see blood just start squirting out of this dude's face.
Those
And then-
dogs can jump, dude.
Dude, yeah, and there was this one where they had these two like teenagers that stole a car, and then they get out of the car and they book it, and then one gets away, and then the other one's running. It's in vision, and the cop sicks the dog on him, and the dog catches up to him, bro, catches him on the side, like right above the ass, and just his whole mouth wide open, bro, just on him, like he couldn't move, and the dog's just sitting there, and you can hear, and the kid's like, oh God, get him off. And the cop's like, you shouldn't have fucking ran.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, ugh.
Dude, I've
like
seen
a-
somewhere they got them in the arm and they drag them.
Oh,
like, they
dude.
drag them. Like, you trying to run, they'll pull you.
Yeah.
It's just
strong as
crazy to me.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like there was one where I watched this show where they had the bodysuit on, like they used for training, and the dude was running, and then they stuck the dog, and the dog just leaps like 5 feet, dude. Leaps in the air, grabs him by the arm, and
Damn.
drags him down, and he just tumbles. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! If I saw a dog running after me like that, dude, either I'm finding something to swing and hit him with, or dude, I'm just going down. I'm getting bit. I'm not gonna make it worse, you know, and just try to fucking jump or something. And he just lures me down. No way, dude. A German Shepherd would be a good dog, but I can't handle like the long hair,
Yeah.
like you know, like
The shedding
real.
everywhere.
Yeah, the shedding, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
my dog sheds everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
dude, if you were like luckily I don't think any of my kids are allergic to the animals, but like my girl is, she's allergic to cats. So I'm like, good, I don't want no fucking cats anyway, you know? So I'm like, hey, you know, but
It
my
works
son
out.
My son's like, I want a cat. I'm like, what the fuck you want a cat
Nah,
for,
you don't want
bro?
a cat. Come on.
I'm like, dude, man up, son. You know?
I was gonna say, give him a Hello Kitty. Here you go.
Here's your cat. Press its belly. It makes a noise.
Yeah, I might get some people to hate on me right now because I know they're gonna be like, "Well, you know, Hello Kitty isn't a cat." So I found that out like a couple years
What do you
ago.
mean it's not a cat?
I guess it's not a cat. Like Hello Kitty is not a cat. I guess I remember there because I don't know in North Scottsdale or whatever Scottsdale Mall they had a Hello Kitty food truck kind of deal.
Huh.
I took my sister
A
there.
food truck? They were serving cat?
No, not
Delicious.
Yeah, they were serving cat food.
Come get this
Cat
Hello
food. And
Kitty taco.
Made with real Persian.
yeah,
You can get that at Filiberto's, bro.
Oh, dude, that Hello Kitty cat was expensive as hell, though.
I'm sure.
They had cookies and some cakes and water bottle. Like, water bottle was like, I don't know, like $8 for this stupid little water bottle. You know, they only paid like 60 cents or something.
Oh, if that.
Yeah, dude, yeah,
If
that.
That's
But,
fucking tap water, bro.
Grade A
dude,
capitalism right there.
but yeah,
God
I remember
bless.
they talked about it. Hello Kitty's not a cat. Like, it's not a cat. Like, so yeah, I might get some hate for that. I'm like, hey, the Hello Kitty's not a cat, though.
But
I need
what-
to look it up more.
It
though.
looks like a fucking cat.
Yeah, it
though.
does look like a cat.
What is
Like,
it,
that's
a
how-
marshmallow or
cat?
something?
I don't know what it is, man. I just
A demon?
Just something.
Cloud,
demon?
probably.
It's hidden in the message.
Jeez.
Hello, Kitty.
Yeah,
We're
right.
talking about hitting messages. I remember when Pokemon came out and all these church people were like, Pokemon's the devil.
Right.
You remember
Right.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pikachu is like something god of
Yeah.
thunder.
Pikachu.
People were hating on her.
Dude, when Pokemon came out, bro, I don't know what the fuck the craze was, but I know I wanted to be a part of it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I was like, when they started with the cards and shit, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
And all day during school, bro, I was like fucking like jail cell rules, bro. I was like, what you got, bro? You know, it's like underneath the table and shit because the schools were like, no Pokemon. You know, like start cracking
Yeah,
down.
and that never fucking worked.
No, dude, that just made us want to do it more.
Yeah.
You know, like we'd be under our desk, like, hey man, I got Pikachu, I'll trade you for a Charizard. You know, like,
Oh shit, he's getting a Charizard. Get him.
oh shit,
They fucking, he shanked Brian to
what
death.
is it, hieroglyphic or fucking
Holographics,
yeah.
hollows.
yeah,
Hollows, yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, dude, I was like, oh fuck yeah. And then I remember trying to open up the packages and be like, oh, did I get one? Did I get one? Nope. And you get like 17 of the same fucking card, and
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, man.
Damn, you guys blew up just now, same time.
Oh,
Unrelated.
what is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. You
Ooh.
guys just both had the same
You
notification.
guys play that Marvel Strike Force? It's an app,
No, I have
No.
not, dude.
dude. You gotta check it out.
I'm so lame when it comes to phone games because my wife and everybody in my family would get like I will get a game and I'll play it and I'll easily get burnt out of it. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, I just lose interest real quick. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the Marvel Strike Force is pretty fun, man. It's you pretty much build up these Marvel characters and shit, and then you do like almost like a Final Fantasy kind of fight, and you fight with the computer, and then you do raids and shit. You join clans and all this bullshit, and you do raids, and it's pretty fun, man. One of the buddies that was on one of my other games that I played, he told me about it on was it the Line app? Dude, there's like they got these apps for communication so that when you play these dumb like fucking like war games or we played King of Avalon. It was like some fucking like you join a clan, you build your
That was
castle.
pretty fun.
Yeah, and then you start meeting all these different people from across the world and shit. Like
And apparently Line's very popular.
yeah, so Line is one, and then there's another one too.
I myself use Discord for like
yeah,
everything.
Discord is good.
I recently just heard about Discord. I heard pretty good things about that.
I like it. You
It's
can
more
have-
to the user, right? Like it's all mainly user gets. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, like it was geared towards gaming, but it's definitely more for just chatting and general interests.
Yeah, it's cool, and you know, it's just another messaging app where you can send pictures, videos, and all this other shit.
I'll send
so-
my six
Voice
pack
calls
pictures.
and whatnot.
Hell yeah. Hell, you send nudes, whatever, bro. You trying to join a clan and shit? You just like
I'm sure there's
Invite
servers
me,
for
baby.
that.
Invite me.
dude. But that one game, King of Avalon, bro, I got fucking hooked, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't stop playing. Like,
We were all into it for a little
Yeah,
bit, but you
so-
definitely
I
were
got
on
into
for
it, bro.
a
And
while.
I started getting everybody. I was like, I got Santino and then some other dudes, and
Didn't Ryan start that, or was that
it
you?
was me.
Okay. Well,
And I
fuck
got
you for
Ryan.
getting us hooked.
I got Ryan involved.
Bringing on an addiction.
Yeah, dude. And then everyone's building up their castles and shit. Like, and we're all talking shit. And it's funny that you start talking shit to people from like China
Do you
and
still
Russia.
Do you still play it?
No, I haven't been on there forever, dude.
I want to say Baby B has like a 30 or 31 castle.
I'm sure,
Like
bro.
he's been playing that, and like I'll see him like, guy, for real, come on. Oh, I only do it sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
man,
I'm only in sometime. Like now.
I don't know. I may look into that Strike Force. I mean, I've seen the ads for it, and like the main thing that would make me want to play is just because of the Hulk. If he's, so I'm a big fan of the
yeah, that's
Incredible
your
Hulk.
guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like my main man.
The Hulk?
I love the Hulk, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a tattoo?
No, but if
Oh.
I did, my wife, I'd be pissed. She'd be like, "What? You get the Hulk tattoo before me? My name on there?"
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Listen,
yeah.
listen. Sometimes shit ends, but the Hulk is forever.
Yeah.
My wife
I'm
has
just
my
kidding.
name on her, dude.
Does she?
I'm just
Yeah, she
kidding,
does.
Mrs. George's wife.
I mean, I'm pretty shitty, like, because I've had her friends be like, "So when are you gonna get her name on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I just think, I don't know, dude. I'm a big dude. Like, I just think about it, me getting a piece, and I'm like, it's gonna look all crappy on me. Like, what if
Yeah.
that one day I lose weight?
Oh.
Yeah, I
You
feel
know,
you there. Yeah,
and then you lose
one
weight,
day,
and then you
I'm gonna
got
get
that-
back in the gym. I'm gonna. Of course,
Yeah.
I've always been a big guy,
Get
so that's
back in
like
the gym.
it's not back in the gym. It's just going to the gym.
Yeah, I just canceled my membership at Planet Fitness yesterday. So
I did that shit. I did that shit, and I hadn't gone for like a year, man. It's
Yeah.
You just
wasted
paid it?
pissing money away. Yeah, 'cause it was like,
Jesus.
Well, that's
it was
how
like,
I
hey, I
was.
want to go back, but I never. Like
Never
I
seen it.
started, and then I.
Well, I kid you not, dude. Like last year, it's funny because my wife pulled up a picture of me last year when I had my, Emma. She had a picture of Emma like behind my back, like she just standing on me.
Mm.
She likes to do that. I don't know why, but she had a picture of me and she's like, "Look, you look young," and I was like 70 pounds lighter.
Damn.
This year I like blew up, and I did because I was like, I got to like 282 last year,
Mm.
and something happened. Cookies, main thing.
Cookies.
Dude, I'm not
Thanks
gonna-
again for the cookies.
I am a sucker for cookies, bro.
You
Like,
like sweets?
dude, no, it's just cookies.
Just cookies?
Dude, I'm
Cookies
a-
are bomb, yeah.
yeah, dude. I can't help. Cookies always get me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, where I used to work at, and they had free lunches all the time, and they bring in these cookies. Zupa's has some bomb ass cookies. It's like a cookie half dipped in fudge, bro.
Mm. God damn.
Yeah, dude. I'd be like, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they come in, and these drug reps will come in and they'll bring in more.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, here comes Zupa. People are complaining, I'm tired of sandwiches and soups. I'm like, they got cookies though.
They got cookies.
Yeah.
They got cookies. I ain't gonna say no.
Gotta get the cookies,
And
man.
then and if I see snickerdoodles, dude, I'm a sucker for snickerdoodles. Like, I'll look that up. And then one summertime, there's a place called Sammy's, and they came over to the hospital area. I don't know if you know what Sammy's is.
No.
Sammy's is like 2 cookies and ice cream in the middle, bro. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a sandwich. Like
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you can choose any kind of cookie you want, and they
they make it for you?
yeah, they make it.
Oh,
They,
nice.
shit.
yeah, it's located right there, downtown Chandler, bro.
Oh,
It's seriously
man.
right there on downtown Chandler.
That sounds bomb.
Yeah, dude, it's like they make their cookies fresh, and so you ain't gonna get no bland cookie, So you get whatever ice cream and then 2 cookies, and you just like boom, ice cream.
Oh, that's fucking dangerous,
Yeah, dude.
bro. That
It's-
is dangerous.
yeah. So anyways,
And that's how we got so voluptuous.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very voluptuous.
That's how we got our manly humps.
Yeah. I'm a, what do you call a B instead of BBW? You'd be like BBM. I'm a big beautiful man.
No, I'm a
Yeah,
big beautiful
girl.
woman. Whatever. Hey.
Break that cookie and rub it all over me, girl. Yeah. We going deep tonight.
Jeez. Speaking of rubbing, let me go back to that subject about dogs taking a shit and like disciplining them.
Yeah.
I know
Wow,
we
I
went
don't know
from
how that got back.
speaking of like rubbing, I wanted to go back and touch the subject. Recently this week on the news, I don't know if you guys saw it, but speaking of like a dog taking a shit, well, this neighbor dogs, he had 2 chihuahuas, right? And they would go over to this older lady guy, like she's like an old lady, and these dogs would go over to her house and her front yard and take a shit. And this lady said she told the neighbor, I'm like, you need to stop doing that. You need to start picking up after your dogs. They didn't. So one day she's like, forget it. She grabbed a bag, picked up that dog's poop, and went to their door handle and just rubbed it on their
What?
Yeah. And they caught it on security camera, bro. So they see her she could like put it on there, and then she just dropped the bag right there on their front doorstep.
Ugh.
She's like, yeah, rubbed it on their door handle, just dropped it.
And this is out here?
I don't know if it was here. I just
Oh.
know it was on the news, bro. I was just looking at it
Ugh,
like,
how fucking savage, bro.
yeah.
Like you get so
Savage.
fucking pissed that
There's
you're
like a
just
60-year-old lady, dude. You pissed her off. Like,
Oh,
hell yeah.
yeah. You can't piss off the old lady.
Yeah,
bro.
the neighbor was like, "Well, she could have talked to us about it. We could have dealt with
Bull
this."
fucking
shit.
It's like, oh yeah, how many times did she had to talk to you before she delivered the message, and you trying to put her on blast, and she's like, "Nah, I told him several times." And so if you don't listen, now they're gonna, instead of her cleaning up on her yard, she said, "Instead of cleaning up on my yard because you're not gonna clean it, I'm gonna make you clean it on your door handle, because you know you're gonna have to clean it." So. And I thought that was a good message delivered.
You know what, dude? That's what you gotta do nowadays.
Yeah.
People don't fucking listen.
People don't give a shit. Everyone's about themselves and whatnot.
That's it.
They don't give a fuck.
That's
it's
it.
annoying.
Yeah.
Dude, did you
Pick
see?
the fuck up after your dogs.
Yeah. Well, if you learn anything from this podcast,
pick up
after your fucking dogs, okay? No one wants to fucking smell your dog shit and then step in it, okay?
For reals. I hate stepping in dog shit. They ruin pairs of my shoes.
Yeah,
man.
forget it. And then even if you wipe it off and clean it out, you still smell it.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away, dude. It like permanently stains your shoes.
You try to go to a different grass area to scrub it off.
Yeah.
It doesn't help, man.
Find a step and shit.
That shit
like,
gets buried the
curb.
fuck in there, man.
Especially if you got like some shoes that got like some nice crevices and you got a brand new clip.
The little crevices, the little
dude.
cracks,
Yeah.
dude. No, it ain't happening.
Nope, those shoes are gone now.
Dude, I seen this one thing where this lady, they caught her on security footage. She ran over 2 dogs in her car.
Damn.
Dude, she was just driving with a smile on her face, bro.
Like she's
like, ha! And like you see the dogs just like kind of whimper away and like kind of limp towards. And I'm like, holy
Damn.
shit! And she just ran him over like nothing.
with a big old smile on her face.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you think
think
she was playing
smiling all the
Frogger or
time.
something?
So, yeah,
Grand
she
Theft
was playing a
Auto.
video game, bro. Like,
God damn,
it
dude.
was fucked up, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there's
seriously.
some shit. Dude, you want to watch some sad shit, dude? You look on YouTube and watch, like, animal cruelty and shit, dude. Like, oh, and then there was this one chick, and I think she was from Illinois. I saw it on Facebook or something, where they're like, report this bitch. And what she was doing was, her boyfriend was recording her, and she had, like, a husky dog. And she had a husky dog, and she was picking the fucking dog up and slamming it on the ground. And she was pissed off at it or something. And the dog's like, "Arr!" And she's just like slamming it, hitting it and shit, punching it. And the dude's just videoing her. And then I guess somebody must have posted it, and they're like, report this fucking bitch,
I would have reported both of them because you're just as guilty as recording that, dude. You're not stopping it.
Yeah, dude. If you're
Yeah,
just
like it's
sitting
one thing is like, hey, recording as evidence. It's another thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, World Star or this shit.
And what's fucked up is like if you're recording that, then imagine what else happens. I mean, because that's obviously not the first time.
Yeah.
Like
she's got some anger issues, dude. Why would you want to stay with a girl like that? What's she gonna do to you?
Yeah, dude. Like, I could never be with somebody that does that shit to animals, bro. Like,
For reals.
it's the saddest thing, bro. Like, and then you see these fucking dogs or any animal really, and you just look at them and you could tell, like, dude, they're getting mistreated.
Yeah.
Like I've had family members that get dogs from the shelter or whatnot, and they have the same thing that you were saying earlier, was that they don't like males, or like depending on who was the abusive person, like they had just had this stigma, like this male that equals bad, and it's hard to overcome that shit, bro. Like it's hard to retrain a dog to think and be to believe in somebody, or to fall for like, oh, he's not gonna hit me or he's not gonna beat me or whatever the fuck it is. Same thing with kids. Yeah. Like, dude, I watch some shit on YouTube, bro, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you get fucking angry, bro. Or like Facebook's, like I seen this one where this was a couple of years ago, but there was this UFC fighter, or he wasn't a UFC, he was an MMA fighter, like undercard MMA fighter, and he wakes up like his little brother, or like he was probably like 20 something, and the kid was probably about 16. And he wakes him up out of his sleep, bro, and just starts pummeling him.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, just starts beating the shit out of him. Like, just starts hitting him in the face, slapping him, kicking him. And the kid's just taking it, bro. Like, he's just like, he doesn't know what to do. And then...
what could you do in that situation?
It was fucking sad, bro. I get pissed. And then you start investigating it. And then I think in that case, the dude got caught and, was arrested and whatnot. But... dude, there's some sad shit online, bro.
No, people are fucked up. People post fucked up stuff too to like try to get popular online.
Yeah,
shit's fucked up. Or like because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like back in the day on a certain anonymous image board.
Image board.
Somebody posted what's known as Zippo Cat. It was basically they had this cat. I believe it was in a cage. And they covered it in Zippo lighter fluid and just set it on fire.
What the fuck?
But on this image board, like they fucking, it's all supposed to be anonymous, like you don't know who anyone is, but they figure out who that fucker was. Got that fucker. He had to have done some time for that or something.
Dude, that's like one of those psycho people that gets on, like Law and Order and when Criminal Minds kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because they start off with animals and then they escalate.
Yeah.
So
shit's fucked up. Don't fuck with the animals, man. Like hunting, that's one thing. Your pets, no, knock that shit off.
Dude, you got to be a cruel motherfucker, bro. To cruel and heartless. I mean, to dive deep into that abuse where either you were fucked up as a kid and somebody did some shit to you, or you're trying to outlast your fucking anger, frustration, whatever it is. But at the end of that, dude, you gotta. I mean, if you don't feel anything or have any sympathy towards a fucking animal or a helpless creature, dude, you deserve to be locked up. You deserve to be beat the fuck out of. I mean, in my eyes.
Hopefully you can catch it beforehand with counseling or something, get back to normal, but like before you get violent. But I mean, if you do need an anger outlet, just do what any other American does. Beat your wife. I'm kidding. Don't fucking do that.
He's not kidding.
Someone
report Santino.
Do what I do, man. Just go play some video games and just let it out in the game.
Right.
Yeah, like do a fun hobby, a pastime, play a music instrument, play some games, do a podcast. Don't do a podcast. There's too much competition for us already.
Did you see the video? This was an old video, but I guess I just saw it today. But they punched this Nazi guy out. Check this shit. He's spitting some Nazi shit.
Yeah. Get that fucker.
Fucked him.
I've seen shit like that before, and that's beautiful.
I mean, he's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. Boom. Night, bitch.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Sometimes you gotta do that, bro.
I've seen like stories online, like these young guys, they're talking to their grandparents, and like that's what they had to do back in the '60s, punch out Nazi motherfuckers. You know?
I mean, back in the day, could you imagine? Like, there was none of this. Like, let's talk it out. You know what I mean? Like, there was none of this, like, oh, no, you be respectful. He has a right to his opinion. Nah, dude.
I mean, be respectful in things like, business or, like, your friends, whatever. But someone's out there saying this Nazi shit, punch that fucker.
And they and I think most people have that mindset, and especially and it's funny, like, you got these fucking corrupt politicians, and then you got these Nazis, but you throw the word Nazi around, everyone's like, oh, no. But then some of these politicians have the same, almost alike viewpoint as fucking Hitler or as like these Nazi fucks, and no one says anything.
Yeah, for real.
It's really weird how it's a double standard in some instances where it's like
shit's looking. Ugh. Shit's always bad, but
at the end of the day, everybody forgets we all bleed red.
Yeah,
so,
no, exactly.
We're all pink on the inside.
I want to see your inside, Santino.
It's mostly brown.
Oh,
I shit a lot.
That was a left hook I didn't expect. Wow. No, it is. It's fucked up, dude. The world that we live in now, with everything being PC. I mean, even just like my son, he's in a school where it's like kindergarten through 6th grade, and dude, they send emails and shit like what your kids aren't supposed to wear, and like I go to pick them up sometimes, like, and I see like these little girls, dude, they're probably 4th, 5th grade, coming out like booty shorts, fucking little like tiny ass skirts, dresses, like I'm like, holy shit, bro, like. Who the fuck lets their daughter leave the house like that?
See, and when I go to the store with my wife, and I got my daughter, she's 2 years old. And I'll go to there. We go to like the Tempe Marketplace. I'll tell my wife, I'm like, see that shit right there? That's my wife. My daughter's not gonna be wearing any of that. Like you said, the booty shorts.
Yeah.
Like, you see them like walking around, just like their butt cheek hanging out. I'm like, and then you're just wondering like, how in the hell did you get out of the house? Obviously, they have those clothes, and they can. It's gonna be hard to prevent that because parents. They ain't there all 100% of the time.
Yeah.
You think your child's, adult enough to understand they can't be looking like a hoe, but they still do it anyways. But like at the same time, you gotta kind of monitor. Like me, I'm know for sure I'm gonna be going through my daughter's, making sure I'm like, yeah, you better make sure this is longer than your fingertips. You ain't going out the house like that. I don't know. I know I can tell already. I'm gonna be overprotective because we all are. I don't know, as a dad and looking at daughters out there, I'm looking at, how in the hell are you out the house like that? Where's your dad at? Where's your mom at?
Yeah.
And then, but sometimes you look at them, the mom's trying to be the same level with them. And
Right.
Yeah,
And
like
you're
that's
just
the
like-
thing. Like sometimes they dress up the kids like that because they think it's cute or funny. But it's like,
Yeah, it's like they match and shit. Like they'll have matching fucking booty shorts.
Yeah, dude.
Like
I don't
twinsies
know.
and like post a picture online. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, I know. I look at them like, look, you're a mom. I mean, it doesn't mean you gotta dress like a mom, but dress acceptable. Don't be looking like a hoe. I mean, you gotta be a representative to your daughter. I'm like, show her how be respectable by your own self. I mean,
Yeah, show your daughter how to be a classy, mature, respectable woman. Like you're not their friend. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you're
you can't
not
be
a
their friend and a parent.
No,
It ain't gonna work.
there is no friend and parent, dude. You can't do it.
No.
or like friend second, parent first, always.
Yeah, and even then,
And that's
it's
as they
hard.
grow older, not like the the kids you have.
Like
y'all
right
have.
now, dude. Like I can't. Like if I tell my kids to do something, like I'm not asking them. Like I'm not like, will you please? I'm like, no, you fucking do it because I'm telling you to do it. Don't ask me why. Don't argue with me. Don't when I say to do it, you do it. No questions asked. But now I go to the store or park or wherever you're around, like any kind of function, you hear these parents like having a conversation and negotiating with their kids, like that are 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And like, oh, come on, Johnny, will you please? I told you, Johnny. No, Johnny. Okay, here's my phone. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, step the fuck up.
You can't bend. Like, on one hand, you want to like try to have conversations with kids to like integrate them into society instead of like talking down to them or talking like, oh, who's a baby? Like, But at the same time, they have to learn some things,
See who's gonna be running the house. Then is the child.
You can't just be going like, oh, hey, Ray Leanne Johnson, please, could you maybe put your dish in the sink?
Yeah,
No?
right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I appreciate you and understand. Come on.
No, you can't, dude.
Come on.
And I've learned that. I mean, I've tried it both ways, and I always have to revert back to how I was raised, and it's funny now because like the way that my mom, raised us is she does the same things to her grandkids now. It's funny because like when she's around, the kids know already. Like there ain't no fucking around, bro. Like she's got them trained. Like they know, like if Gigi's in the house, bro, ain't no fucking around. I'm telling you, it's weird because like you see the kids and how they react, and you start picking up on they know what they can get away with depending on who's there. Like if it's somebody else, they'll be like, oh, I know that I can fuck around with this. But if it's my mom, they know like, oh fuck, if I do this, there's gonna be a consequence.
Yeah,
That's funny. My 2-year-old sees that with my dad.
Oh really?
Yeah. So when she goes over there, she acts differently when she's at my house.
Yep.
She starts to act like a little baby because she gets away. She cries, gets away with a few things.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, you're a 2-year-old, but like. There's sometimes I'm like, I try to be strict with her. I'm like, nope, I ain't falling for your little baby crocodile tears.
Yeah.
But she tries to do that with my dad, and it doesn't work. My dad's like, no. Like they know when they go over there, they ain't gonna work.
No.
Good.
And you start to you build that, bro. Like it's funny as shit. Like they do. Your kids do act different. Like when they're around other people. So like they know like when they're at home with you, they're like, oh, I know I can get away with this. I know Dad's not gonna let me do this. I know that But the problem is that you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent on when you say no, it's no. So like if you can't put a glass on the table today, you can't do it tomorrow, you can't do it the next day, you can't do it. But what I see when kids start going off the rails is when you say, no, you can't do that. But then tomorrow you can. And then the next day you can't. And it's like you're not consistent. Yeah. So then the kid's like, oh, fuck it. I don't know what I can get away with and what I can't. So I'm just going to do this and see what happens.
See, and then this is where that one video, I don't know if you've seen the videos. I think it was like Dr. Phil or something. But like that one child he was yelling at his mom. Like, I don't know, like the mom was trying to tell him this, and then and the son came out and was like, no, you don't talk back to me. And he like slaps her.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
He slaps her, dude. He's like, no, I'm talking. And this is the parent. Like the parent got slapped by the son. And I'm looking at, I'm like, dude, I'm Hispanic, so that ain't gonna happen in my house.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, my grandma, back to like the kids acting weird around grandma's, like she had those long acrylic fingernails, and she would fucking just pull me
by the ear,
and she'd just start fucking cussing us out in Filipino. I don't remember what she said, but it was like, and it was just like biting and like, no, grandma.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
Look at that.
Fine, see? You did it to me. How does it feel?
See, that's when you start having a conversation with your kids. Ooh.
See that? I'm like,
Now listen here, you little shit.
oh man, that to me right there, I would have been like, nope.
Oh.
You would have got my hand real quick. Like I wouldn't even his hand wouldn't even have touched my face.
No, not even
I would have
close.
been like, nope. My hand would have been like, freaking Bruce Lee. I'm like, I'm like, you were trying to do what now? I'm like, no. But even then, I wouldn't have let something like that escalate to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that
No.
far in. Like,
No.
And that's the problem though, is that you go, why? First of all, my thing is, why is this grown ass adult having this conversation with this kid?
I don't know.
Like
dude.
there shouldn't be a debate. Like there shouldn't be a conversation to that extent. Like
Not even on the same ground level.
no.
Come on.
Like they're literally sitting there like adult to adult, sitting there talking. Like, no, bro. That doesn't happen that way. That's not normal.
No.
But as we progress through with these different generations, bro, that's where we're going to. Where the kids have all the power and the parents are like, they just, as long as they're not being bothered, it's not a problem. It's not an inconvenience to them. They're just like, fuck it. Go do whatever you want to do. Just leave me alone.
It's because they got all these people preaching, like, if you spank your kid, I'm calling CPS
Fuck
on
that.
you.
yeah, like there's like a whole bunch of like, different things that are going into this. Like, okay, you don't want to get, CPS, child protective, they don't want child protective services calling you, or they don't want to get sued with like the whole, I think we were talking about violence earlier. But yeah, it's not looking good.
I don't know, man. I don't agree with any of
Everything's
it.
ugly.
Like,
Everything's, yeah.
I don't, there's a difference between beating your kids and abusing them.
Yeah,
and
don't Daddy
disciplining.
05 them.
What?
Daniel,
We were talking about the Child 05, the guys would go on YouTube and be like, hey,
Oh,
son,
right,
don't don't pull the bullshit.
No,
but-
no, like you can discipline your kid with a spank without abusing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the spank, it's not even about the physical of hurting the kid physically. It's more about the emotional.
Mhm.
It's more like, oh, I'm in trouble. I got spanked, and it's, you don't want to leave welts and bruises on your fucking kid.
Yeah.
But a little spank on the ass, dude, to me, dude, I've got my ass beat, bro. But I've deserved it every time.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I mean, you got to let them
Yeah.
know that there's a consequence
Yeah.
to the way they act.
Exactly. And that's what it is.
I mean, to me, I know there's going to be a lot of people debating about, well, I just put my kid in the corner and just tell him, I'm like, now that timeout stuff doesn't work for me, man.
No, kids don't stay in the corner.
I mean, you put them in the corner, but they go ahead and keep talking. I see that with the family relatives where, they put them in the corner and then they're over there just laughing and they think it's a game.
It's like a
I'm
joke,
like, no, it's not.
Right.
It's not a joke. I'm like, you got to deliver the message. I mean, like you said, there's a way you deliver the message. It's not like, spank, but you don't have to abuse the kid. I mean, and I know there's a video out there that some people can probably reference where this dad got pissed off at his daughter because she was doing something wrong. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was she did something wrong in school, but he got like wires, dude, like TV wires, just any kind of wires. And he started whipping his daughter. Like, that's a little bit far beyond, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's way too much.
see,
man.
that's when you're going way overboard on that. But like, I mean, I understand there's a way to discipline your kids, and like, I don't know, I don't believe in the stand in the corner. I believe in. I was growing up with, hey, a spank on the ass, or whatever,
Yeah.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I was a bad kid when I was growing up. I mean, I got a story where I tell people, I'm like, yeah, my mom threw a shovel at me. It was hilarious. my mom would laugh and she would be like, you didn't want to listen to me. And I'm like, I know, Mom, I was too hard-headed. And I got a hard head, dude. I got a big old head. She threw a shovel at me and I'm like, I still laughed at it. Like, I don't know, there's something wrong with me. But hey, I didn't turn out so bad.
That's not abuse, bro.
No, it was
everyone gets hit with a shovel every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
That's life, man.
I mean, I know my mom didn't throw it as hard. I'm sure she could have not.
Right.
My mom worked the fields, and she's got strong arms. My mom still got strong arms, bro. She be lifting up cement stuff whenever we did like concrete stuff. So I know my mom's got arms, but I'm just saying, like, hey,
it was like a warning shot.
Yeah, seriously, it's like, hey, you gonna listen? You gonna listen?
Yeah.
But
next time you're getting a full shovel thrown.
yes, seriously. But I don't know.
No,
you can't be friends with your kids.
You can't, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for it, but when it comes to discipline,
and the thing is, like, if you do the hard part first as they're developing and growing up, when they get older, bro, it's easier. You know what I mean? Like, if you like I've had to spank my son. The last time I really spanked my son was probably 4 years ago, and that was the last time I had to. And ever since then, I don't have to spank him. All I have to do is mention it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, he's like, I remember last time I got spanked. I don't want that shit again. And it just took that one time, and then that stuck. And now it's just like, you just got to raise your voice a little bit, and then put the consequence out there and it's like, oh, fuck, I better straighten up. You know, it's like, you don't have to beat your kids if you're consistent.
Yep.
You know, if you tell them, like, hey, if you do this, you're going to get a spank, you know, and then follow through with it. That's another thing I see is, like, parents, they'll say, you're going to go in timeout. If you do this, you're, you know, and they don't do it.
Yeah.
And the kids just keep fucking off until they reach, like, a boiling point, and that's when parents fucking snap.
Yeah, and then the bad shit happens.
Yeah, and then you start doing shit that you didn't really want to do, but you let them get to this point. And it's like, if you would have nipped it in the bud from the beginning, and just acted on your word and you follow through with your threat, then you wouldn't have this issue. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to stay consistent. It's hard to keep doing the right thing every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything's hard in life, or like the stuff that's worth it in life is usually hard. You know.
But if you do that when they're little, I think as they grow up, they respect you. They trust you. They know that what you say is what you mean. And then you develop a bigger relationship as they get into their 16, 17, 18, 20, you know. And as they keep growing up, they know that they can come to you and you're not going to bullshit them. Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to be honest and real with them. And then that also gives them the option to be open with you, you know, because they know that, you know, what you guys talk about and what you guys do is true, you know, just from what I've seen. So when you pop out kids, Santino, just bring them to Uncle Brian's house. I have a little Santino
Coming
here.
2019.
Ooh.
He's gonna have a tribe.
They're all gonna have long hair and shit.
That'd be pretty cool.
Wouldn't it be cool?
If you had a boy, what would you name him?
Feather God. Jacob.
I named George.
Name him.
Oh, man.
Speaking of
I was gonna
George.
bust out a native joke.
Speaking of George, one last little thing.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
I sent this to you guys in the chat.
Uh-oh.
But
Story time.
some dude named George R. I'm not gonna say his last name, but it's George with a J.
Ooh.
Jorge.
Right, Jorge.
Jorge.
He sent my business email. He sent an email to my business email. I would love to be with you. I like to. Let me start. I would love to be with you. I like to give in the ass and I like to suck ass too, lol. But I'm busy, baby. I do not have time.
Ooh. And you responded back with a dick
I didn't respond back at all. But you know, hit me up later, Jorge.
Ooh.
We'll get something. You know.
He's single and ready to mingle.
I'm not ready to give up on us yet. Nah, I don't know who the
Talk
fuck
about
this
some
is.
fan service right
Yeah.
there.
I don't know who the fuck this is. It's just some dude emailing me this shit. Who the fuck? Get out
Bro,
of
he
here with that
wants you.
nonsense.
Just give it to him.
Yeah, so if you ever want a special shout out, send emails.
Yeah.
My business email isn't that hard to find. I think it's on my SoundCloud. That's probably where he got it.
The business email will be in the link below. Okay?
I'm sure Santino will love dick pics.
Send as
Don't
much
send me
dick pics
dick
as you want.
Don't say.
Or back cave pics.
And on that note,
And on that note, send your Batcave pics to Santino's email. And this has been another edition of the FME podcast. Signing off.
stay
Batcave, baby. Stay entertained.